Hello, and welcome to Community Producers, where we showcase a collection of videos and stories produced right here in our communities. I'm Kim, and I'll be your host. Here's a look at what we have on the show today. The City of Penticton recently announced their new Transportation Master Plan, and Mayor John Vasilaki is here to tell us all about it.
In 2019, we completed our official community plan, a guiding document that provides long-term direction for Penticton. Included in the OCP is a transportation vision that encourages active mobility for all ages and abilities, regardless of how we get around, where we live, or what we earn. To achieve this vision, we need to make better use of our roads, parking, and trails. We need to ensure our preference to travel by car is balanced with other options to get around. And to realize the benefits of active and sustainable transportation, we need to be open to making changes. Hey Penticton, I'm Jessie Hudiak here with the city. Thanks for checking in as we get rolling on the development of a new transportation master plan. A plan to equip Penticton with mobility solutions that support all modes of transportation for today and tomorrow. Over the next several years, the city will be making difficult choices about our transportation system. And because these choices may affect our everyday lives, we need to understand the value of these choices, both as individuals and as a community. Ready to get started? When it comes to designing a sustainable transportation system, experience demonstrates the benefits of adopting a complete transportation approach, where mobility alternatives like walking, biking, and transit are given priority, and accommodating the movement of goods, encouraging multi-occupant vehicle use, and managing single-occupancy cars and trucks are each carefully considered and planned for. So what does a complete transportation approach mean to you? Let's take a closer look. Walking. North America's sprawling towns and cities can make car usage a must, but most people agree nothing beats the convenience of walkable neighborhoods with access to parks, schools, shopping, employment, and other destinations. To create opportunities to improve the walkability of Penticton, we'll need to address gaps in our pedestrian network by providing sidewalks on at least one side of the street, by accessing excess street width, or, if necessary, acquiring space through land acquisition. This may mean having future discussions with property owners along streets and roads where demand for sidewalks is high. Cycling. No time to walk? Creating a network of direct and convenient cycling lanes is guaranteed to get people pedaling. Key connections include schools in Okanagan College, employment centers, major retail and service areas, downtown, parks and beaches, Skaha and Okanagan lakes, and hillside and valley bottom neighborhoods. But don't forget safety. To keep those cyclists safe, we need to ensure a significant portion of the network is physically separated from vehicular traffic using barriers or at-grade changes. To achieve this, we may need to reduce parking in some areas, change some of our intersections, and become more aware as drivers. Transit. Public transit has a long history in Penticton, with bus routes spanning the city from lake to lake. In addition to convenient and reliable routes, public transit works best when aligned with a comfortable, affordable, and safe network of buses. But transit planning doesn't stop there. To keep buses busy, routes need to be aligned with supporting pedestrian-friendly infrastructure located near residential, employment, and commercial areas. We'll need more people to choose transit as a commuting option to reduce the need for parking in our high amenity areas, and we'll need to provide the service that will achieve that. Goods movement. When we think of transportation, it's easy to consider our own needs first. Moving from A to B as quickly as possible is often a top priority, but the same applies to the goods we consume and sell. Our retail, industrial, and commercial sectors all rely on effective and reliable transportation systems to move provisions in and out of Penticton. Direct highway connections for delivery vehicles, safe routes for large and heavy trucks, and good visibility between different modes of transit sharing the same space are all important factors when planning the movement of goods along the roadways adjacent to where we live and work. Driving. While we can't avoid the regular use of cars, we can influence where they go, how frequently, and how quickly. Through effective road design, we're able to keep cars in check, either by increasing or decreasing road widths, installing speed bumps, or reconfiguring intersections. We can also target specific areas of our city by placing restrictions on cars when passing by parks, schools, and other areas where people and children congregate. As drivers, we need to rethink the role of our cars. Does it make sense to direct bikes to ride on the outskirts of our city so that cars can have the most direct passage? Do sprawling parking lots add to the beauty of our parks and shorelines? Can we reduce the number of trips we make by car and choose to walk or cycle instead? These are the types of questions that we will need to ask ourselves as we work towards the connected, vibrant, prosperous, and healthy small city envisioned in our official community plan, a plan that will create a better future for our citizens. To learn more about the work now underway and how you can get involved, visit the Transportation Master Plan section found on shapeyourcitypenticton.ca. Thanks for watching.
We all know car repairs can be expensive, but some things can be fixed in your own driveway. Connell is about to share some great tips on how to keep your car or truck in tip-top shape.
My name's Gilbert, and here we are at Pick and Pull to get some rear struts.
This is Volkswagen right here. Last time we were here, we took out the back hatch and changed it up for the white one. So this time, we're looking for struts. Gilbert, what are the chances of finding them, do you think?
Well, if you carry this rear route of 25 over the course of 4 generations, it's probably a good chance.
Okay, that sounds like a good chance. Ah, we found a match.
But not only that match, I've also found another part that I've been looking for in my endeavors. Squirts liquid into my rear windshield.
Ah,
So here we are looking and inspecting these vehicles. We have a couple options here, but this one, well, not too sure if this one will work. It's a little disconnected there. But let's go check out the other one, shall we? Looks quite beat up on this one. This one doesn't look that bad. Now there's another one.
this is where we got the hatch from a couple weeks ago. Quite an easy job here.
At this point, anything is worth trying. I'm gonna choose the black one.
All right.
So there's a couple things you just got to do here. It's take the wheels off, not a big deal. Lower the seat. You got to get under here. There's a like one bolt up here, one bolt down here, 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there, and we're going home.
All right.
Use that.
How long do you think it'll take?
An hour?
Okay. An hour sounds good, so we should be done by 1:15.
All right.
Oh, slip. Oh. Oh. You got any WD-40 or something? So we got this bolt off. So the bolt right there. So now we're just going in the inside here.
I'd say we're probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Something like that.
One down, one to go. Well, in kind of the first issue, we just can't quite get this one off. The whole mechanism spins like a Beyblade. It's just spinning around. We got it loose, and here we go. Let's see where ours.
So what's the plan, Gilbert, now?
Well, I guess we have to go and give away our money and then install these things.
All right.
Rule of thumb when you're at a junkyard, make everything look like one piece. Those savages will charge you for everything. Half the price I thought it was going to be. Oh, you ready?
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, or maybe you have an idea of another video I can make, leave me a note in the comments below. Be sure to watch this video, remember to subscribe to the channel, and until next time, peace.
The doors of the Penticton Community Center are open again, and the fitness room has made some changes to help keep visitors safe. Let's take a tour and check out the latest modifications.
Hey Penticton, I'm Amanda here with a rec update. With our return to recreation, new changes have been put in place to keep staff and patrons safe. But what does that look like when visiting our fitness room? To prepare for your visit, we have 4 modifications in place to make each session in our fitness room safe and enjoyable. Modification 1, Reservation System. Before visiting our facility, all patrons will be required to book a session through our online booking system. Time slots will be available for 1 hour and 15 minutes with limited numbers of users per activity time. Before booking your spot, please make sure that your account is active and up to date. You can also email rec@penticton.ca if you have any questions or are experiencing issues with your account. Modification 2, Equipment Layout. Following provincial health guidelines, exercise equipment has been spaced out to allow for social distancing and ease of use. Visitors can access all exercise equipment during their time slot. However, access to the change rooms will be unavailable at this time. We request that you come dressed and ready to exercise. As we transition to having users back into our fitness room, we would like to remind visitors to do their part to keep our space clean and organized. Please remember to wear clean indoor shoes, refrain from dropping weights, and re-rack your weights once you finish with them. Modification 3, Cleaning Measures. The fitness room will be sanitized and cleaned 2 times a day using an electrostatic sprayer, designed to disinfect complete surface areas of an entire room in 10 minutes. In addition to this spraying tool, patrons will be required to follow fitness room protocols, such as wiping down equipment before and after use, and disposing of any garbage or cleaning wipes. Modification 4, Staff Support. Staff will be available to assist patrons with any questions or concerns while visiting the fitness room. And we'll be actively monitoring the space, looking for proper equipment use, the following of cleaning measures, and supporting visitors when required. These modifications that have been put in place during the return to recreation are designed with safety in mind. By following these new changes, we can all work together in creating a healthy and safe space for everyone. For more information about visiting the community center and to book your time slot, please head to penticton.ca/restartrec. We look forward to welcoming you back to the fitness room while supporting safe social fitnessing. Thanks for your cooperation, Penticton, and keep moving.
Still to come on Community Producers. Now, let's take a brief glimpse into the creative studio workspace of renowned Canadian artist Jeff Holmwood, whose blown glass is showcased in galleries across the country.
My name is Bambi, and this year I am an ambassador for BC Culture Days. Taking on this role means I get to do art with my community, so I thought, let's go big or go home and create a collective mural. I'm an artist slash graphic designer slash thrill seeker. I'm originally from Quebec and currently based in Revelstoke, BC. Working with such a big piece can be pretty intimidating, but I have a few tricks to make it more approachable. The final piece may be an incentive to apply yourself, but that's not the main goal. The goal here is to try to work with new techniques, new ideas, working together as a whole. As long as you try, you're doing it right. For some, it can be a new territory to work as a team. So we learn about the composition of our background, making sure to step back once in a while, zoom out, and make sure it's well balanced. We layer it up with a bit of mixed media with markers, plastic film, with some typography element into it. Since our intention is to work together, might as well showcase it in our masterpiece. And we might just learn a new French word along the way. And voila! This is how 6 talented people turned a blank canvas into a masterpiece. It's all about creating a time and a place where we can let our mind go wild.
The City of Penticton is seeking feedback on the future location of a lake-to-lake cycling route. Remember to take the opportunity to participate in the decision-making process for this community asset.
Do you have an interest or stake in the expansion of cycling amenities across our community? The City of Penticton is currently seeking feedback on the location of a proposed route that will allow cyclists to safely ride from Skaha Lake to Okanagan Lake. Hey Penticton, I'm Jessie Hudiak here with the City. Creating a lake-to-lake cycling route was first envisioned in the city's 2012 cycling plan update. Running 6.5 kilometers in length, this central north-south route would form the spine of a cycling network, enabling people of all ages and abilities, and with varying purpose, from commuting and errands to recreation and tourism, to conveniently travel Penticton, while supporting the principles of active living and alternative transportation. The precise location of this route, along with amenities to make it safe and accessible, was the focus of several community gatherings, events, and surveys that began last fall and conclude this summer. To assist residents in providing a final round of feedback, let's explore the recommended route options, section by section, street by street. The proposed lake-to-lake cycling route is divided into 4 individual sections that support the experience of cycling by protecting users from traffic, creating appeal, being direct, and providing access to popular destinations. The interests of residents, businesses, the city, and other stakeholders along the route were also considered, including attention to parking impacts. Section 1 of the Lake-to-Lake bicycle route extends from Elm Avenue at Skaha Lake to Kinney Avenue and is 2.4 kilometers long. The preferred route will convert the conventional bike lanes currently found on South Main Street into protected bike lanes. Parking would be maintained on the west side of the road, and the protected bike lanes would not impact access to adjacent properties and off-street parking. This route assumes the proposed closure of Kinney Avenue to vehicle traffic between Skaha Lake Road and South Main Street, with a crossing to accommodate northbound cyclists turning left. Section 2 extends from Kinney Avenue in the south to Fairview Road, a distance of 1.4 kilometers. The preferred route incorporates protected bicycle lanes on Atkinson Street and makes use of the existing multi-use pathways north of Duncan Avenue to provide a connection to Fairview Road. Safety improvements at all major intersections, such as Kinney and Skaha Lake Road and Atkinson at Warren Industrial and Duncan, are included to accommodate crossings of pedestrians and cyclists. Section 3 follows a short portion of Fairview Road using a cycling track configuration. Cyclists are located on the east side of the road to help facilitate connections to the pathway north of Duncan Avenue in Section 2 and the cycle track on Martin Street in Section 4. Section 4 extends from Scott Avenue to Lake Okanagan through downtown Penticton, a distance of 1.6 kilometers. The preferred route incorporates a two-way cycle track along Martin Street by eliminating parking on the west side, but retaining parking on the east. 2 lanes of traffic would be maintained with 2 lanes of one-way southbound traffic south of Westminster Avenue and 1 lane of traffic in each direction north of Westminster Avenue. Ready to provide your thoughts? Take this opportunity to share feedback on the suitability and effectiveness of the proposed route using a variety of methods, including watching an online presentation, completing a feedback form on the city's community engagement website, shapeyourcitypenticton.ca, or completing a paper survey at City Hall. A completed lake-to-lake bike route has the potential to transform cycling in Penticton as more and more people look at cycling as a viable alternative to the car and a great way to stay active and healthy. Take this opportunity now to have your say on the future location of this incredible community asset. Thanks for participating, Penticton, and thanks for watching.
Well, that's it for our show. Do you have a great community story or video that you'd like to share with us? Send us an email at shawspotlightokanagan@sjrb.ca. Now we'll leave you with some stunning images by talented Okanagan photographers.